Hello and welcome to week 1 of remote learning. Mathematics. Anyways, you should be looking through this agenda right now because if you're watching this video, you've gotten the link from this first part of the agenda. I just want to walk you through pretty quickly what everything looks like, what the expectations are. You're going to be starting with reviewing some stuff we did a couple weeks ago, that 27-1 notes. If you click on this link here, it's got my completed notes. If you didn't do that, please do it. It needs to be done. Page 7 is the angles of elevation and depression. I want you to review page 7 and then the next problem on page 8. Just make sure you know how to do those problems, where they're coming from. Reach out if you want any further explanations. 2B, the 3D figures. If you can print out this 3D geometry notes, that would be awesome. If you don't have access to a printer, I'm pretty sure that we can get these printed out at the school and you can go pick them up. If you would prefer to pick them up at the school sometime this week, let me know, either this week or next week, and I will see what we can do, and I'll email you back and let you know what the process will be to pick up this packet if you need one and you're not able to get one yourself. Surface area and volume formulas. I've got the IB formula packet here. You don't need to print it, but I just want you to have access to it. When we get into volume and surface area formulas a little bit more next week, I'm going to have you look at this packet. Today, we're just starting on those 3D geometry notes, just the first 2 pages. There's 4 problems. I would suggest trying those on your own to start, and then there's 4 links here. Problem number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I've got 4 videos. Each one is walking through one of those problems. Don't feel like you have to watch the entire video. If you got the answer and you're pretty confident, it's a YouTube video, so just scroll to that certain part of the YouTube video where the answer is up there, and if you got it, don't feel like you need to watch the whole thing. If you're really stuck, you can watch it for some hints. The first video is fairly long because it's got a lot of parts to it. Number 2 and 3 are pretty short, and then number 4 is like an average length video. When you're done with those first 2 pages, we'll come back to that document next week. Moving on to data point number 3 that we're working on, task 3, which is your IA data collection. So we worked on our IAs prior to winter break. If I haven't given you feedback, I'm working on getting you feedback this week on what you have submitted already. If you don't have a question, or if you're wondering and you want to reach out for some additional feedback, let me know. But this week's task is to create your survey. So you click on this link, it's got the whole directions on how to create your Google Forms survey, and get that set up so that you can start collecting data. Please, if you don't have an approved question and you're not sure if it's going to be adequate for the IA, don't share your survey online and collect data until you know for sure. So you can hold off on collecting data for now, but at least start by creating that survey, and then share that with me so that I can see the survey and make sure that everything's in line. Introduction to video assessments. So probably once a week, I'm going to have you make a video of you solving a problem. If you jump down to video assessment, this walks you through everything you need to know about the video assessment. I would really pay attention to underneath criteria, because we've got some pretty strict guidelines on what we're expecting from each video. If you need to record a video a few times to get it right at first, no problem. You're only submitting 1 to me. It's going to be somewhere around 3 or 4 minutes. It could be a little bit shorter, it could be a little bit longer. I don't want a 30-minute video. I also don't want a 1-minute video. Somewhere between 3 to 4 minutes should be pretty adequate for this type of problem. This first part is important. So I don't want you looking at a problem, solving it, and then starting the recording and explaining it. What you need to do is when you're on the Khan Academy assignment for this week, you're going to be recording and say, here's my screen. You're going to record you hitting next question so that I can see the answer pop up. And then you're going to be talking me through the problem, solving it. And I'm really grading you based on like your explanations. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't speak perfectly. If you make mistakes, it's not a problem. If you totally screw up, then that probably means that you didn't practice enough. So practice a few problems, get confident with it, and when you feel like you've got the idea, then you're going to record the video so that you can get 3 to 4 solid minutes. You're not going to be editing the video, so it's going to be straight from beginning to end. Here's my video. And then you're going to submit that preferably through Google Classroom. If not, you can always upload it to Google Drive and make sure you share that file with me so I can see it. I do want both the video of you doing it and explaining it as well as a picture of the end product. Make sure when you're doing your video can be on your computer screen initially for the next question, but then I really want you videoing the work you're doing. So you're explaining it to me as you're going. You might want to bribe somebody in your family or somebody that's around to video you for those 3 or 4 minutes so that you don't have to hold the phone with one hand and write with the other. Of course you can if you want to be a multitasker, be pretty talented, but that's up to you. So I mean, that's pretty much it for the video assessments. I'm going to have a quick exit slip for you to do when you're done with all of these tasks. Your homework due next week before class is these 2 Khan Academy assignments. If you log into Khan Academy with your CPS Google account, you'll notice there's 3 assignments in there. These 2 are for homework. The 3rd assignment, the general triangle word problems, those are the ones that you want to practice, and you're going to be making your video based off of that one. So the video assessment needs to be done with a problem from the general triangle word problems Khan Academy assignment. Let me know if you've got any questions. If you're having trouble and you only have a cell phone or you only have one laptop in your house, under other resources, you've got details on how you can get a Chromebook this week from the school so that you have an extra device in your house. Read through this real quick, and then in case you don't have access to it, here's the schedule for the week. As of right now, this is the schedule for this week and next week. We'll see what happens with the governor and the mayor if they decide to extend this remote learning for the rest of the year. Maybe we'll be back May 1st, but most likely it'll be extended. So this is what the schedule is going to look like moving forward. Each class meets once a week for 100 minutes, and then you've got independent learning time, and you've got office hours to get done that additional homework and those additional assignments. Your teachers are available from 8:15 to 3:30. Just know that if you send an email or reminder, we might not get back to you instantly. We might be helping another student. We might be in a meeting, but we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, we'll see how things go. So always, obviously, give me feedback. Let me know how things are going. If there's anything I can do to help out. I hope you're doing okay. Maybe you're getting exercise. Maybe you're gaining a few pounds. We'll see what happens. But maybe I'll see you this year. Maybe I won't see you till the fall. We'll see what happens in this crazy world. So take care. Keep in touch. And I'll give you feedback through these assignments. And just make sure you're checking in on Google Classroom. These are where these agendas are going to be posted once a week and where you'll be turning in assignments and getting feedback and stuff like that. All right, have a good day.